So my title is an analysis of the late capitalism, consumerism, masculinity, and Fight Club, Office Space, and American Beauty. So my argument, I'm going to tell you how these three films have defined a generation of men, and still do, about being stuck in like a dead-end job and wanting to do more with life. These films demonstrate characters breaking free from societal norms. Again, that's just like you're having to work, until you retire, and you don't have the time to really do what you want to do. Go back a slide. The themes I'm going to cover as follows: consumerism, capitalism, masculinity, as well as looking into hauntology. This is a concept that considers the real-world effects of how dead futures can haunt the present. So this is the idea of, you look into your future and you see yourself in like a dead-end job, or you're not happy with your future, and the idea that comes to haunt you to change, to do something about it. The films that we focusing on why. So I've got Fight Club, Office Space, and American Beauty. In these three films, the main characters want to be free from their office jobs. It's just the same thing over and over again. They're not happy, they're not content with what they're doing. They all require money to break free from the mundane society that surrounds them. In Fight Club and American Beauty, the main characters blackmail their bosses into giving them a higher yearly salary. So in Fight Club, he beats himself up and is framing that on his boss to get this high yearly salary so he can fund Fight Club, which later goes on to be a terrorist organisation. And in American Beauty, he gives a list of things to his boss, about saying like he'll tell people that, and the boss says no, so he makes up a fake sexual assault allegation, and he doesn't care if he has to go to the public and tell it. He's really trying to blackmail him. So in Office Space, they make a computer virus to slowly take money from the company to make themselves millionaires. All the characters use the systems they loathe to better themselves. Again, they don't want to just be free and not get anything out of it. They're twisting the system that they're a part of to get the benefits of it still. Additionally, what the three films have in common is they're about the everyday man like you and I, who are not special and nor are we. So it's the idea that it's more relatable, because you don't have to be a superhero to do something in your life. You don't have to be someone like have a tragic backstory or something to do something, make a change or difference. Do you want to play the clip?
Hello, Peter. What's happening? We have sort of a problem here. Yeah, you apparently didn't put one of the new cover sheets on your TPS reports.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry about that. I forgot.
Yeah. You see, we're putting the cover sheets on all TPS reports now before they go out. Did you see the memo about this?
Yeah, I have the memo right here. I just forgot. But it's not shipping out till tomorrow, so there's no problem.
Yeah. If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great. And I'll go ahead and make sure you get another copy of that memo. Okay?
Yeah, no, I
Bye-bye,
have
Peter.
the memo. I've got it. It's right.
Hello, Phil.
No. Hi. Could you turn that down just a little bit?
But I was told that I could listen to the radio at a reasonable volume from 9 to 11.
Yeah, no, I know you're allowed to. I was just thinking maybe like a personal favor.
Well, I told Bill that if Sandra's going to listen to her headphones while she's falling, then I should be able to listen to the radio while I'm collating. So I don't see why
Okay.
I should have to turn down the radio. Because
Yeah, all right, okay.
I enjoy listening at a reasonable volume.
Thanks.
From 9 to 11.
No.
Hi, Peter. What's happening? We need to talk about your TPS reports.
Yeah,
You
the
just
cover sheet, I know.
click J,
I know.
skip like 10
Bill
seconds.
talked to me about it.
Yeah.
And the problem is just that I forgot the one time, and I've already taken care of it, so it's not even really a problem anymore.
Ah, yeah. It's just we're putting new cover sheets on all the TPS reports before they go out now, so if we could go ahead and...
So in this clip, Peter Gibbons is bored of his life working in an office. He's approached by his bosses who ask him to do the same things. His whole work life is what's better for the company and not what's best for him. So they don't really care about him. They just want the company to look good. about the whole TPS reports, and it's the same thing over and over again. This is because the idea of he also doesn't have the courage to quit his job, as we'll find out later. This is because the idea of quitting your job in the late 20th and 21st century comes as a shock to us, because we are too comfortable with our lives and the money jobs provide. We like the luxuries that money provides. We like the comfortability of life. We like our technology and the things we find that money can provide for us. This clip captures that, and every day being like Groundhog Day, only so we can fuel our own societal obsession with buying things that we don't need.
Man, it could be worse. A woman could cut off your penis while you're sleeping and toss it out the window of a moving car.
There's always that. I don't know, it's just when you buy furniture, you tell yourself, that's it, that's the last sofa I'm gonna need. Whatever else happens, I've got that sofa problem handled. I had it all. I had a stair that was very decent, a wardrobe that was getting very respectable. I was close to being complete.
Shit, man, now it's all gone.
All gone.
All gone. You know what a duvet is?
Comfort.
It's a blanket. Just a blanket. And why do guys like you and I know what a duvet is? Is this essential to our survival? And the hunter-gatherer sense of the word? No. What are we then?
Yeah. Consumers.
Right. We are consumers. We are byproducts of a lifestyle obsession. Murder, crime, poverty, these things don't concern me. What concerns me are celebrity magazines, television with 500 channels, some guy's name on my underwear, Rogaine, Viagra, Olestra.
Martha Stewart.
Fuck Martha Stewart. Martha's polishing the brass on the Titanic. It's all going down, man. So fuck off with your sofa units and string green strike patterns. I say never be complete. I say stop being perfect. I say let's evolve. Let the chips fall where they may. That's me. I could be wrong. Maybe it's a terrible tragedy.
It's just stuff. Not
Well,
tragedy.
you did lose a lot of versatile solutions for modern living.
Fuck, you're right. No, it's my insurance is probably gonna cover it. So. What?
Things you own end up owning you.
Do you want to stop there? So in this clip, Tyler Durden expresses his philosophy on life, saying to the narrator, played by Edward Norton, that none of the things he owns are important in the hunter-gatherer way of life. So basically, it's our life boils down to a simple thing of survival. We don't need the comforts of life. We don't need a nice house. We need warmth and to survive, but we don't need everything that comes with it. So a duvet is nothing more than a blanket, which isn't a necessity to life. As I said, we don't need a quilt or anything to survive. It's comfortable and we need warmth, but you don't need a blanket or anything like that. So while the narrator moans about his furniture, so this is opposed by the narrator moaning about his furniture not being complete and now can't after his apartment blows up. Later on in the film, an exchange happens between the narrator and Tyler where they say, "We are a generation of men raised by women. I'm wondering if another woman is really the answer we need." This echoes the mindset present in a lot of males to this day, especially in the 90s. They didn't have this great war that their fathers or grandfathers had before them. They're raised by women. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's this idea of a lot of men that they want to be on their own and that they don't need anyone else. Do you want to go to the next slide?
My job consists of basically masking my contempt for the assholes in charge, and at least once a day retiring to the men's room so I can jerk off while I fantasize about a life that doesn't so closely resemble hell. Well, you obviously have no interest in saving yourself.
Brad, for 14 years I've been a whore for the advertising industry. The only way I could save myself now is if I start firebombing.
Whatever. Management wants you gone by the end of the day.
Well, just what sort of severance package is management prepared to offer me, considering the information I have about our editorial director buying pussy with company money, which I think would interest the IRS since it technically constitutes fraud, and I'm sure that some of our advertisers and rival publications might like to know about it as well, not to mention Craig's wife.
What do you want?
1 year's salary with benefits.
That's not going to happen.
Well, what do you say I throw in a little sexual harassment charge to boot?
Against who?
Against you. Can you prove that you didn't offer to save my job if I let you blow me?
Man, you are one twisted fuck.
Nope. I'm just an ordinary guy with nothing to lose.
So in this clip, Lester, played by Kevin Spacey, tries to blackmail his boss into giving him a higher yearly salary with benefits, saying he's been a slave, well, a whore to the advertisement industry for 14 years. Most of his adult life, he's been working there. Well, at least majority of it, yeah. So most of it, and he's gained nothing from it really. Yes, he has a nice house and things like that, but he's not happy with it. He's not content. So Lester wants to be free, but realises he still needs money to consume the lifestyle he wants. He doesn't want to be a hermit. So he doesn't want to be a hermit who lives alone in the mountains with nothing and just goes off what they've got. He still needs the money. He because money affords luxury. It affords comfortability. It affords happiness. Even though what you buy, you don't need a nice coffee table to make you happy. It might fill a temporary hole. He uses a system he's been a slave to in order to make his life better. He stops caring about other people in his life. So he's very happy, very to go to the public and say these things. He doesn't care how bad that looks on his boss Brad or anything like that. He's finally doing what he wants. As he said, he's just an ordinary man with nothing to lose. So there's no risk for him in the end. He's getting let go anyway. So yeah. And then these are my academic sources that are relevant to my argument. So most of them are, some of them are books and some of them got the pages on. The ones I haven't got the pages on I haven't read yet. And some of them are articles as well. But yeah, but thank you for listening.
So just one question.
Yeah.
Phil. Which you might not be able to answer instantly
Yeah.
because it's a question about maybe an aspect that you haven't really thought through. The fact that Tyler Durden and the Kevin Spacey character die.
Yeah.
What do you think that means in relation to the message?
We aren't able to do to be free. It always comes around and bites us back. I mean, and at the end of both films, they both die. Yes, from different causes. Obviously, one shoots himself and the other is shot. But it's the fact that people are maybe necessarily jealous of being free. Not everyone can obtain what they have done, really.
So is that the system wins in the end?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
So.